Brews and Banter.
So, what are you guys drinking?
So right now I'm drinking Thin Man Mickey Boodle from the Thin Man Brewery out near Buffalo Way.
Mm-hmm. Which describes all of us, the Thin Man.
That's what.
Where's he at?
And that's what Frank's drinking. Same
That's
stuff.
someone drinking too. We're twinsies.
And then Mike, what do you got?
I got the Haberly Black River Ale.
That's good stuff, man.
Oh, you mean like a sexual?
I was like, like delicious.
It was very erotic.
Well, that's cheers, guys. After I poured
Cheers.
Yeah, you don't have to use a can if you don't want. Whatever you want to do.
Anthony likes it in the can.
Yeah.
He just likes the girth of it.
See, look, I still fuck it up, man.
You always.
It's got to be the pint
Just
glasses.
give up.
I don't have those.
It looks like the can glass definitely pours better.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, for
see?
sure.
Cheers. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, guys.
So we've got Mike and we've got Anthony.
We're gonna let them introduce themselves and.
Oh, okay. We'll do that then. We'll let you guys introduce
You
yourselves.
go first. You're more important than I am.
So I'm Anthony. I'm the sales manager over at Lock One Distilling Company. Been there for just over 3 years now, and hoping to go for 3 more, up to 30 more years.
Oh, you got lofty goals. I'm Mike. I'm the bartender on Thursday nights, and I host the Rock at the Lock Music Bingo on Wednesday nights.
Which
I've been there for just shy of 7 years.
yeah, we've been at that thing.
Yeah.
So we actually have the video that we did. We've never sent it, and we need to.
Okay.
You know that thing, but
After today, we'll get it to you.
yeah,
Sounds like a plan.
yeah. So we're just gonna sit here bullshit and talk, and
Well,
make fun of
let's
each
hear
other.
about each one of your guys' journey and how you guys got connected with Lock One, and go from there.
Yeah, sure. So, weirdly enough, because Lock One is like a very much family-owned business, it's 3 cousins that own it all together who make the thing keep going throughout the day and throughout the weeks. Funny enough, the former sales manager, Jeremiah, used to go by Bullfrog. He's actually my extended cousin. So we were at a family party during the COVID years where you could barely sit next to each other, let alone talk to each other. Family party just after things started kind of clearing up on that aspect of it. Sitting down, kind of same thing, shooting the shit, whatever. He's like, "You're good at talking to people. You want a job?" I was like, "Doing what?" He's like, "Slinging booze." I'm like, "I do not want to be a bartender. No shot." He's like, "No, I want you to be like a salesman type of thing, like come and do tastings and do that stuff for the distillery I work at." I was like, "I'll give it a try. Sure." So started out just doing normal tastings, go to a liquor store, pour free samples, like they usually have very pretty girls doing. They had me there. So
with
that
your
was
pasties, you had pasties on. Yeah.
Exactly. So it was me there, and I was doing pretty good at it. So he's like, "Do you want to be like the head brand ambassador? Because you've been outselling a lot more other people." I was like, "Sure." Then he bumped me on as a salesman underneath him. And then he had to leave and move out of state because his wife had some stuff for work that she had to go out and do. And he's a supportive husband, so he went with her. And then I kind of stepped into his role as sales manager, and it's been like that since.
Good. Yeah, I know it's. I had met Brendan and Kevin before, but it's interesting to see inside there. I mean, first of all, the way the whole lock looks inside, it's super impressive. But I know they made a lot of these stools and in the urinals, and I don't know why I point at you when I say urinal. But
I got that face on me.
but it's really cool. It's a nice atmosphere in there, and like kind of a rustic, like modern or industrial, something like
Yeah,
that.
like industrial rustic.
The story behind Lock One and Phoenix itself is that room fits the story. It's pretty impressive. It's now that was supposed to be the shipping center of Central New York. Until the fire of 1906.
It was I think it was 1916.
1916. So there was a fire in Phoenix that decimated 80% of the town. There was a paper factory, cardboard factory.
It was like a furniture factory.
Sons of bitch. It's always a fucking
Something
furniture.
flammable.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of flammable. Very
So that
flammable.
was supposed, because of the location between the Three Rivers and the proximity to Ontario, that was supposed to be what Syracuse is now. And that room kind of pays tribute to the history of what happened.
Oh, interesting.
And then if you go to the distillery and look at the 101, there's a picture of the fire of 1960.
Okay.
And they released it in 2017, 101 years later after the fire.
I see.
Hence the 101 proof blackout cinnamon whiskey.
Well,
Yeah, I know the cinnamon
I
whiskey.
mean, Lock One vodka is Frank's secret recipe.
The Rise vodka.
Rise.
That's it. Yeah. So we make this dragon juice, and I was gonna bring some today, but I don't have. I gotta get a fucking cooler because I have a 5-gallon thing or like this little fucking 2-hitter. So like I got to get something in the middle. But this dragon juice has got all these juices, but I put the Rise vodka in it. You can't really taste it. And we went 4-wheeling once, and there's 15 of us or whatever. People are just drinking. And you're gonna go back out later, and nobody made it back out. They're all fucking sloppy and disgusting.
It's always the stuff they're like, oh, I can't feel anything, and then the end.
I think we gotta move that camera.
Why?
Because Mike's fat head's in the fucking way.
I can move it this way.
No, Mike, just sit like that.
All right, there we go.
But so it's just dragon juice. But next time we see you guys, we'll make some.
Sounds good. We love that kind of stuff.
Yeah, especially when it's got the Rise vodka in it.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking good. I mean,
It's the main recipe.
you ever have that fucking juice at Disney? You ever gone to Disney?
Yeah, I've never been.
Yeah, so that juice they give you for breakfast?
Yes.
It tastes just like that, except I put a fuckload of rice in it.
And you can't taste the
It's
Rise.
great. I mean, probably Disney does it too. That's why it's the happiest place on earth.
That's why I spend $400 over the next 2 hours.
Disney, if you're listening, that's where you get it.
Yeah.
Hey, if your
Hey, Brandon,
sales
go talk to Disney.
shut up, if your sales shut up, okay?
Yeah, shoot up in Florida and California. Yeah, I don't know what it's
We
called.
got to start shipping.
So you guys ship out of state or no?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
There's a lot of red tape and legalities about that type of stuff.
That's right.
We do actually have the ability to do online shipping within the state now, though. That just passed over the summer.
Okay.
Is there anything in works to remove that so that you guys are allowed to ship it outside of the state?
So there are certain types and certain avenues you can take to get through it. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, it's just a matter of circumstance of how the U.S. runs. It is a state-by-state legislation. So even if you get every certification you can get in New York, it still might not be enough certifications to be in North Carolina.
That's right,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
There are certain states that allow you to transfer and sell if you have like one certification in this specific state. But some states, it's like you have to be in our state and only in our state.
Yeah,
type of
countries
deal.
are like that for hazardous materials.
Yeah.
Like you can't you're not able to fly over this place with this sort of hazard class. And
So you directly cannot, but what about through a distributor?
Through distributors, yeah, we can have that avenue as well. It would just, again, have to be a thing of getting our licensing with our distributor in that state, and then they'd be able to take over from there and distribute out in that area.
So distributors have to reach out to you guys from all these different states in order to go through their licensing or permits.
Yeah, I mean, we can reach out to them as well, but if they're like, hey, we're a local distillery in New York, upstate New York, they don't even know what upstate New York is.
Right.
So-
Yeah. How are you going to find someone? How are you going to market that and someone to buy that? So
It's
you
kind
got
of the point of his job and all the tastings we do is try to get it out there
right.
and get her name and because once you taste it,
Right.
it's
Yep.
it's night and
It's
day.
amazing.
You're not
So you can't drive it. You can't take it yourself, or can you just not ship it?
We can't cross state lines with it. That's the whole like.
Okay.
shebang
Yeah.
about it.
We go by the laws here.
You can, somebody else can.
Yeah.
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 But strangely enough, we can ship to no matter what state's in, any military base. That's a loophole.
can?
Yeah.
It's a tax law. It's an old blue law tax.
Okay, all the servicemen and women, do your job.
Lock One Distilling Company, Phoenix, New York.
Yeah.
L1BC.com.
And it's more than just the vodka. There's all the whiskey and the was a Waldron, the FH.
Yep.
Yeah.
FA Waldron.
FA.
We actually do have.
Speaking of,
We actually do have a bottle with us, our FA Waldron Bourbon Barrel Strength Edition.
And that's the grandfather?
So he's the great grandfather
Okay.
of the three owners.
Yeah.
He's the relative that relates all three cousins, aka all three owners.
Yep. Yeah, that's we had somebody I think with Brendan, but it's I mean you've got all these beers on tap.
Oh yeah,
And then,
we
the
all
chalkboard.
local breweries from around New York, and we are trying to stretch out our wings further and further throughout New York. I've been traveling a lot more the last couple weeks through Buffalo, Albany, up near Potsdam, trying to get a little bit north, even down into NYC.
Yeah.
Looking for breweries that are looking to take our product, and also looking for breweries that we want to bring back to our house.
Mhm. Is it working for you? I mean, you find people
Oh yeah,
want to
we've been
accept
picking
it?
up some people more and more now. Obviously, it's slow season,
Yeah.
but I mean things are going to pick up eventually. So we got to be ready for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
You guys have some awards. Does this have an award?
Yep, we've got awards for majority of our products. The bourbons and the Rise have taken some awards. The Rise vodka is actually most awarded vodka that we know of, documented in New York.
It's because of me, fuckers. I think some royalty checks going on here.
Yep. Our liquid butterscotch whiskey's gotten awards. A bunch of our products have taken home awards. We are very, very proud of that fact that
I almost
we make
thought about
something that
telling you
other
to bring
people
the
like.
butterscotch.
And I was thinking thinking about it.
Yeah, and they got phenomenal fucking food, by the way, too. And the chef's name is Frank.
Frank.
That's right, fuckers.
It's got to be the name.
Can you talk about the name of the vodka that you guys had to rename it?
Oh, yeah. So that would be the Excuse Juice Orange, which was formerly known as something else called Cuse Juice back in the day. And then Syracuse University had a little tizzy about it, which was kind of funny because at one point they were kind of on board with it. They liked the idea of kind of doing like a cross-promotional thing. But then somebody in some department said, you know what? No thanks. We want to use that typing for our own stuff.
A young, vivacious lawyer.
Yeah. Well, I'm waiting.
Saw a loophole and said, we can make money off
We're
this.
trying to, we're worried about getting sued, too, because this is fucking, Syracuse Orange.
As long as it's not blue, you're okay.
Right? So now we took Cuse Juice and now have Excuse Juice.
Yeah.
Excuse Juice.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
That was a big FU to the whole thing.
That's good. I mean, it's really, there's enough room for everybody.
There is.
Right.
Yeah.
So I want to ask. I hear upstate, right?
Get the fuck out of here. You're supposed to grab it, you weirdo. He's the weirdo.
It's a tight one. Where is upstate starts from? Like everybody has different answers.
Yeah, so I say this is that Phoenix is slightly upstate. It's really not. It's still kind of central.
Mm-hmm.
But if you talk to anybody from New York City, you reach Albany, you're in upstate. You know what I mean?
Anywhere outside the boroughs, right?
I think Westchester's upstate.
Right.
Yeah. I personally think upstate is anywhere north of like Pulaski.
That's what I was thinking.
Whoa. North of Pulaski? That's upstate? That's North Country.
Yeah, you got like 4 steps before you're just not in our state anymore.
Like you're in Canada. I think.
You got Plattsburgh and all that.
Which is the 51st state, by the way.
I'm thinking, so now I'm from New Jersey, so I'm thinking upstate's anywhere from like the Finger Lakes up to Pulaski.
Yeah.
And then once you hit Pulaski, because that's,
That's North Country from there, right?
You're just calling it North Country, not upstate.
Right.
I'm in the North Country right now. This is bullshit. What's going on with all the snow?
This fucking winter was terrible.
I moved back here in 2006. It was 65 degrees in December.
Yeah. Those days are gone, I think.
Yeah, I think we're in that cycle.
Yeah, but it seems like everybody's got different territorial line, like
Oh,
where
yeah.
upstate is.
It basically depends on where you grew up. Like people say Syracuse is upstate. That's
Yeah.
100% wrong.
No, it's Central New York.
Yeah, it's Central New York for a reason. It's the
Yeah.
center.
Yeah. And apparently they can't tell geographically. But anyways, we'll get back to Lock One. Sorry. I had to clarify that because everybody I ask, they all have different,
Yeah.
opinion on where their lines are. And it's funny if you go online and look up maps and they have New York State outline and there's different lines.
Oh, yeah.
Where,
Every
like,
map has a different
upstate-
matchup on it.
Yeah, I'm like, this is fucking confusing.
This was a guy from Manhattan. This was a guy from Pulaski. This was a guy
Right.
from Plattsburgh.
Do they divide it up that Central New York, Southern New York?
Yeah, they would draw a line.
Where's their line for upstate?
Well, it depends who you ask.
That's what I'm
but
saying.
there's
Different map had a different one every time.
Oh, each map. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Fuck 'em.
Yeah, we'll fuck them.
So about rice vodka. How many local restaurants carry it?
So restaurants themselves, there's not a whole lot because restaurants at the end of the day, there is a lot of business structure to everything. And they understand the fact that they would love to support local and have a local stance, which some do. But you also have a lot of them that are like, at the end of the day, bottom dollar, I'm going to use cheap, shitty vodka for drinks because people say they can't taste it.
But we're like high-end bars that like have the top shelf,
Oh, yeah. We can get a couple of there here and there for like, especially because the way the bottle looks, people really, really do enjoy
that's
the
right.
designing of it.
Yep.
It's just a matter of getting somebody who's willing enough to support that local aspect, which a lot of people say they do until you got to open a paycheck and open a wallet for something.
Where do you guys get your glass from, locally or out of country?
I don't believe it's out of country. We have a couple different spots because the glassware can kind of vary, especially when we found specifics and unique ones. So we switched up a couple of our bottle designs and a couple of our different bottle shapes, but majority of them are the same because there have been times where, like I forget what it's called, not the shortage, but when everything was put on pause and like none of the ports were open, all the trucks were stocked up.
Yeah.
That we had to like try and find another avenue to get different bottles and whatnot. So
At
that
one
changed
point, every
up.
bottle had a different kind of shape, design.
exactly.
Depending on, like the Rise has a distinct oval shape.
that's right, yeah.
Which we've kept that, but due to it was post COVID. We couldn't find anything. It was hard to find stuff, and we had to kind of give in a little bit.
Sure.
but
Yeah.
So is all the glass
Everybody did, right?
from the
Yeah.
States?
Majority of them are, yeah. There was one that was out from so it wasn't directly from it, but the parent company of this was Ukrainian, and then that stuff started happening. So Ukraine no longer can support our glass
They're
problem.
using it as just fucking ammo now. Just fucking,
Yeah. So international impact is
Yeah,
right here in Phoenix. So
right.
I'm asking because I have a friend who owns a distillery company on Hudson Valley, and he has a distinct like shape of the glass, the bottle.
Yeah.
It's like it's wider up top, it tapers down a little bit, and then you got your neck. And they would get it from I think Canada, and then for the longest time they couldn't get it. So then they would have to order something overseas,
Right.
something locally. So it was constantly trying to scrape up and see where they can get these bottles, either similar to that shape or that exact shape.
Yeah, so majority does come from a spot out in Waterloo, and just if there's any an issue with that, whether like I said, when the trucks were all backed up or ports were backed up, we've tried to find other avenues, but majority is out in Waterloo, so it is still New York style
Nice.
majority.
That's cool.
yeah, in that place you're talking about, didn't they offer something for you return the bottles? They give you,
So then they were like, well, what can we do to get these bottles back? They said if you bring an empty bottle, they give you a discount on the next purchase.
Oh, okay.
So, and I have 4 saved up. I drive to Boston a lot. And so I pass by and I always stop over there because they have killer cider donuts. And
That's right. Yeah.
But yeah, check out harvestspirit.com.
Very cool.
So, and you got into bartending first and then DJ, or DJ then became a bartender?
I've been bartending since probably last 15 years. I worked at Twin Trees, a hotel. And the funny thing is I was on a boat trip from Clayton, New York, across Ontario, and we spent the night the plan was to spend the night in Phoenix. And my buddy goes, who bought the boat, I know the guy that owns a distillery here. I was like, oh, hook me up. Hooked me up. They used to race cars out down on Erie Boulevard back in the day.
Oh, cool.
And he hooked me up. I got a job, and I've been there since October of 2018.
Oh, nice.
And I left once for a short while, came back. It's the perfect environment for a man my age. I'm not trying to toss people out of the bar. I don't want fights and stuff like that. It's not that kind of place. It's
a mature crowd.
It's a mature crowd. It's a fun crowd. We have a lot of fun.
I heard that your cigar nights is, and I haven't made it to that yet, but I heard I have friends who smoke cigars and they're like, man, you got to make it to this. It's fun.
Well, and that's clever. These are much different than like Bill Clinton cigar nights. Or are they? I don't really know.
The Clintons and Epstein aren't there on these nights. It's not that kind of night. No, it's a classy thing. Our Frank puts on a phenomenal spread. The guys hang out. They usually have a rep from some cigar distributor, brings out 3 or 4 cigars, teaches you how to smoke the cigar the right way. I think the last one I worked, he had 3 cigars. You smoked one, the other, and then you put them all together. And it was
You can smoke 3 at once?
Oh, you put them all. Yeah, it was.
Look, there's 3 of us and there's a Roman.
He looks like a cigar.
When you smoked the cigar for the first time, I handed it over to him. He was like deep throating. I'm like, that's not how you do it, man.
I thought the smoke would
Thing
come
was all
out.
wet.
It was the strangest thing I've ever seen. He's like, just take a hit of this. He put it down, take a hit of this. So you were tasting each individual tobacco, and then they blended them together. And then this is the ultimate end of your product. This is what we're selling. And it was interesting. The problem is when your wife's not going to like you when you come home.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
My wife actually doesn't mind the cigar smell.
Really?
Yeah. Like she likes how they so I've been trying something new. I was
In the bedroom.
I have been pairing cigars with beer. And I mean that's unheard of. Maybe people do that, but I've never
It's bourbon.
I've never heard of it. Yeah, it's whiskey, bourbon, right? So I've been pairing with beer, and I started with like stouts and porters, mostly stouts. Porters are a little bit too heavy with the cigar, and then I started. Not too many IPAs go well with cigars, so it feels a little like it burns your throat a little bit because of the hops are too fresh, maybe.
Gotcha.
So then I switched to like lagers, so lighter cigar. Then I did cigars that are infused with coffee or chocolate. And a stout, and that's a pretty cool actually combination. So try like a cigar that's got chocolate or or coffee beans infused, and with a stout.
Huh.
That sounds like
That was
damn
pretty
good right
cool.
there.
So yeah, she doesn't mind the smell of a cigar. Cigarettes she hates.
Everybody hates cigarettes. Yeah.
Night and day. on
And
that,
I used to smoke. Man,
Even the people who smoke them hate cigarettes.
yeah. So now like
People sell them.
so I used to smoke, and it would be such a hassle to like hide the smell from my wife when we were dating at the time, and because she's very sensitive to smell, so it was such a process for me to smoke a cigarette. Has to be like 2 hours before I see her again. Wash my hands, change my clothes. I'm like, fuck.
Chew 3 pieces of gum.
Oh, whatever.
Douche your
eat.
mouth, right?
Yeah.
How do you go through the DTs for 2 hours? I was a smoker too. I know.
It was tough, man. And then, so I just quit. I was like, that's too much hassle. So I quit cold turkey. Fucked me up for a little bit. I pushed through it and just been better ever since. I haven't touched a cigarette since I quit cold turkey. And, but yeah, she hated the smell. And now when I have guys that work for me, if they walk into my car and smell like cigarettes, I'm like, dude, what the fuck? You smell like a fucking ashtray.
Ashtray. Yeah.
Yeah. Or
I remember the day I quit. 2000. It was December 26, 2003.
yeah,
My daughter was born 11 months later.
nice.
We decided to have a kid. I was like, I'm not smoking anymore. It was the hardest 6 years of my
For
life.
fuck's sake, man, you had to go through the pregnancy without smoking?
I had
But
to
you could have a cigar.
I had to drive my wife from New Jersey to North Carolina without smoking. That was the hardest thing I ever did.
But you'll smoke cigars now?
I love cigars.
There's no problem with a cigar versus what you do with a cigarette?
No. Like Roman said, the smell of a cigarette right now it's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's like licking an ashtray.
And this fucking guy, he's gonna live in his beard if he gets it. You know? It's like smoked beard.
Oh, the only way to get rid of that is shaving that thing.
So, Mike, you said you were on a boat trip with a friend when you were coming through here.
Uh-huh.
So, where did you guys take off from? Like from here and just doing a
he
loop,
bought- I talked him into buying a boat. He was going to buy a property for a camp up north, and I was like, "Oh, buy a boat. We got one." So he bought a 31-foot Bayliner in Clayton. We drove up there at like 5 o'clock in the morning, hopped on the boat, crossed the lake in 7-foot waves. It was an interesting. That's a whole.
I'm laughing, and I'll tell you why later. Go ahead.
I've never crossed that lake in smooth waters. It's ridiculous. And I grew up in the Jersey Shore and bullshit.
Okay.
Came across the lake, and he's like, "Our goal is to hit Phoenix. We'll spend the night in Phoenix." My wife was like, she didn't go on the trip. She's like, I don't want any part of it. I said, all right, well, we're going to be in Phoenix if you want to meet us. And she's like, well, no, I'd like you to come home. I'm like, all right. So on the way across, once we got to the river, I'm like, yeah, I applied for a job at Lock One. He's like, I know the owner. You know the owner. He's like, yeah, Brendan and I used to race cars down on Erie Boulevard. I don't know if I could say that legally, but
That's okay. Allegedly.
And my buddy, he's a renowned race car guy, and he's a solid tuner. If you need an LS,
Really?
I'm
gonna have to talk to you after the show.
Yeah, he runs a dyno shop in Phoenix.
Does he tune European cars?
It's going to cost you, but he might. He may be.
Well, I'll just tell him I know you. And
They'll charge you extra.
Oh, it's going to cost you extra.
This guy takes a boat ride with one other guy for 4 hours. I don't know, still kind of skeptical.
It was supposed to be a 3-hour tour.
Wasn't that what happened to Gilligan?
Yeah. The professor wasn't there that day. We got fucked
Hey,
up.
little buddy. Hey, little buddy.
We had shirts made the whole night. It was like 56.3 miles. We got fucked up. There was crock pots on the floor. Oh, it was a great trip. Yeah.
so Bayliner, is that a sleeper?
It's a express cruiser. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We all have express cruisers. Yeah. There's a
I
group
see.
of us. Yeah.
So it can sleep people down below the deck.
You could fit 6 people in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, my grandfather used to say, you could sleep 6, you could lay 5 comfortably.
Is that inboard engine or outboard?
IOs, yeah, inboard, outboard.
Yeah.
Okay. I was on a fishing trip down in South Carolina. No, wait. Outer Banks. Sorry.
Yep.
Is that North Carolina?
It's fucking the same
North
place.
Carolina.
Yeah,
Not far from South. So, anyways, we're
we're right on the border.
yeah.
Alabama.
Outer
Outer
Banks.
Alabama.
We
Is this Texas?
we went deep sea fishing. We rented a charter. Well, actually, my wife's friend from school, he got a charter. Actually, have you seen what's that show?
Weekend at Bernie's.
Hold on. Fuck. Something with tuna, wild fishing or whatever.
Oh, wild
Wicked
tuna. Wicked tuna.
Wicked tuna.
Wicked tuna. He knows everything. Ask him, he'll
there's
know
a
it.
charter with the Captain Doghouse. You familiar?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of the episodes.
That was
they go between Carolina and up in like Maine, don't they? They switch seasons.
Well, sometimes they'll go like if they really, really need a hard fish and the fish aren't biting, they'll go up a little bit. But majority they try to stay in the Carolina area.
so our charter was Doghouse from that show, and
Cool.
so he's taking us out like 40 miles
I
offshore.
got shit to do, man. I don't fucking watch this.
Yeah, he watches Jersey Shore.
Because I was thinking of Mike. I'm hoping to see Mike
When
on
he
there for the
first
reruns.
GTL.
Yeah, just
When
right.
he first told me that, I'm like, "What are you fucking 11-year-old?"
Look, I saw the coat you walked in with today. Don't fucking pick on me, man.
I've been busy all
No,
day.
it's cool. It was made
I
for a
haven't had
fucking
chance-
4-year-old, but you put yourself in it.
Oh, okay. Anyways, we were on this fishing boat and we were hitting waves that like where the horizon disappears. Like
yeah.
you can't even see the morning sun rising.
Yeah.
Because we left like 4:30 in the morning, but the waves were so high, and I'm like, "Are we gonna like make it?
You get
Is this gonna
sick?
be like Moby Dick shit over here? Like what the fuck?"
You get sick, like seasick from that or not?
I don't get no. Everybody got seasick except the captain and Captain Maid and myself.
Thankfully, I don't get seasick. I've got some great stories.
Yeah.
But it would take an entire 2 podcasts to tell every
Next time.
story.
I'm
Next time,
sitting-
We'll bring the dragon juice.
I'm sitting in the
Oh, yeah.
back.
I lost a generator one day. I owned it for 2 days. I lost that off the front of the boat. The trip across Clayton, the rope came loose. I'm crawling across the floor. I'm like, fuck it, it's staying. I'm not going out there.
Yeah.
It was the same thing. You go up, horizon, water. Horizon, water. We went across the lake 3 years ago. It was 2 of us. Me and my buddy Smokey. And
Shocker, it was another guy.
that's how I roll, Frank. He goes, it's going to be fine. I'm like, well, I'm going to get gas, but there's 2-foot rollers coming in Oswego Harbor.
There's a fuckload of gas, right? These things take a lot of money.
Boat at the time, my boat was 120 gallons.
Yeah.
My new boat's 175
Yeah.
gallons.
Yeah.
I go, we're not going, or we can't go. He's like, it'll be fine. Just find that perfect speed and hit the wave. I'm like, all right, well, I'm getting gas because if something happens, I want to make sure I have enough fuel to get somewhere. He goes, you go first. I should have known. He's older and wiser than I am. So I'm going out. We go past the lighthouse. We hit that first wave, and I'm not exaggerating. The boat was vertical. I'm thinking the perfect storm.
Yep.
I was just gonna say perfect.
So this isn't a family show, so I could tell this. I looked at my wife. I said, you got 2 choices. I said, we go across this lake, and I'm going to fuck in the ass, or we're turning around. She goes, turn around.
Isn't that what you would say, turn around?
I wasn't even fully turned around, and
Yeah.
Smokey's already in the marina. He's like, fuck that, we're not going.
Yeah, it can be dangerous, yeah.
That lake. Listen, I grew up on the Atlantic Ocean. That lake is no joke.
Yeah.
It is dangerous. I learned a lot that day.
It's scary, man. When
I learned my life. My wife doesn't like anal, and Smokey's smarter than I am.
Not in rough seas, right? Yeah, smooth seas for that.
you can't control anal in the rough seas.
No, it's hard.
Somebody's getting hurt.
That's why it's called panal.
Or you could break your dick.
It's panal.
That's probably what
Oh,
would
Dennis
happen.
Rodman.
That's right.
Yeah, Mr. T, I'll break your dick off.
Why do you call you old crooked dick? Well, let me tell you a story.
Don't cross the lake.
Yeah, it's scary when I think not so much going up the wave, but when you come down and the water is above your boat. Like the next wave is above your boat and you're like, fuck, like is that gonna hit us? And he was just like, it was nothing.
Yeah, we crossed Oneida Lake from Sylvan Beach 2 years ago. 30-mile-an-hour winds. The water was coming over. I couldn't see shit. She's like, we got to go home. We got to go home. It was Sunday. Made it all the way across the lake. It was brutal. Water over the window. I couldn't see shit. I'm looking out, and everything gets fogged. Everything gets fogged up.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Get all the way across toward the marina. I turn in, the rope came loose, got wrapped around the prop, and the boat sunk.
Oh shit!
The boat what?
The boat stalled.
Oh, I think the boat
I
sunk.
thought you said sunk. I'm like,
I couldn't be so lucky.
Yeah. Wow.
so what do you do now?
He got anal that night.
Oh, multiple times.
The weather fucked you in the ass.
And more times than not it does.
Yeah.
So what do you do? Like, so you
that's tough.
stalled in this rough
You
waters.
start sweating, you start panicking, and you grab a beer, and you say,
Yeah,
fuck it,
you
let's
just
just figure it out. We made it in, and I was like, huh, that rope is awfully tight. I cut it with my knife and unwrapped it, and we were good to go.
It's too dangerous to try to untie it during the rough seas.
Yeah, oh yeah, just figure it out.
Yeah.
That's why we have 2 engines. Yeah, we got
okay.
2. Yeah.
That's interesting. I never thought. I thought it was either inboard or outboard.
So you've got outboards, you got IOs, which is an inboard engine, out drive, and then you've got inboards, which is an engine with a transmission and a shaft that comes out with a prop.
It's like a belly button.
Yeah.
Like
In
an
or
Innie,
out.
Audi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
pretty
belly
much.
button?
Innie or Audi?
Oh, took a minute.
Oh my god.
How you guys doing on beer? Everybody still good?
I'm ready for another.
What do you think of that? You like it?
Oh, I love this one.
I like this. I like
It's
sours.
light, it's smooth.
I've always been a sour guy, and Mickey Boodle's like the stapled one that
Yeah.
everybody knows about.
Me-
You can find really other good ones in a lot of the local breweries too.
Me and Roman didn't have sours until we started this podcast.
I think our favorite
Actually,
sours
2 years
are
old
from,
now.
Beer Tree.
Beer Tree's got really good
Yeah.
ones.
The Trippy
Bullfinch has really
Trees.
good ones.
Who's so the ones I have a high Victory Monkey.
I don't think we
I've heard of it, but I
They
don't
have
think we've
like
had it
fucking
in.
9% stuff, and it's pretty good. I mean, because real Vikings drink that. You guys can have your piss water.
this guy can drink for days and doesn't get fucking
I mean,
hangovers.
except for Haverly. Haverly's cool. We like Haverly. Haverly makes good
We
shit.
interviewed one of the owners. He gave us really cool history about it. It's amazing.
Hopefully, they got a cream ale coming out soon.
I really hope they.
I like the cream ales.
I really hope they come back and set a brewery here.
I think we have an Irish cream ale on tap right now.
Yeah, that one does really good. I can't remember who it's from though. There, because we.
Oh, really? That's only
flying through
fucking.
beers.
You could name fucking credits for movies and shit, but not.
The problem is we rotate beer. We don't keep
Yeah,
the same
yeah.
beers on tap. We just keep rotating. And Jen, my wife, she does a really great job on bringing new beers in and whatever's cool.
She works there too.
She's the front house manager.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I brought Jen in a year after she was working at the Gathering Lounge.
Oh, in Liverpool.
Yeah, you know the place.
Yeah, it's about this big.
Pretty much.
You know, it used to be a strip bar in the 70s.
Yes, I do know that. As a matter of fact, Fred told me.
I knew you would.
I was born in the 70s, fucker. I would have
So
gone
was
there.
I.
I was like 7.
Yeah, so I was like, I go, you don't want to work
Anthony's still a fucking zygote at that point.
I think his mom was his mom's younger than I am.
You're young. You're that young.
Yeah, I'm 27.
Holy shit.
That's the usual reaction I
You guys
get.
have a permit for this?
Yeah, what the fuck, man? We should have
We
carded
should
him.
ID him before we gave him liquor
man.
or alcohol.
I card him every time he goes to the bar, and I never
I should have known there's no fucking gray hair. I should have known.
Oh, it's coming. Trust me, it's coming.
Yeah, I get
You
it.
work in sales, you're gonna get grays.
Oh, yeah.
I always say this was
And
for
a wife. A wife
this-
does that
This
too.
is for daughter 1. This is for
Yeah.
daughter 2, the ex-wife, and the current wife.
You'll see gray hair on your ass first.
Oh, that's the day I shoot myself.
I'm impressed you guys be able
No,
to see it.
just take your boat on the lake, install it, and have a beer in your
Shoot a
hand.
hole around.
No,
right
just
in the-
fucking put an air on the wall and just back up to it.
You sound like you've done this before.
Maybe. Friend told me. It was in the gathering
That's
lounge.
why he still has hair on his head. It's not on
It was
his
at the
ass.
gathering lounge in the 70s.
I wouldn't put it past him. But let's refuel. Do you want the sour again?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Stick with sours.
There's a Talia in there. I don't know if you like that.
I don't think I've had that one before.
There's another
Is that the Dream Patch?
Omagag or whatever.
Omegang?
Omegang.
Yeah, you can have the Dream Patch.
Yeah, I've
if
had
you-
Omega Game
Yeah,
before.
we've had that
You
one.
want Omegang?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
There's something in the kegerator too.
I got it here.
Yeah, so it's and we talk about this. Is there a chamber of there's not probably for Phoenix.
It's Oswego County.
Chamber of Commerce? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. It's not the same, but yeah, I'll take it, buddy.
I'm almost thinking I need a Jenny Light.
Roman says you want the same, Frank?
No, the same as.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Fun fact: if it's a fruited sour, you have to roll the can.
Yeah, because you get all that sediment. Right?
Let me do the Lightning IPA, the New Belgium.
It's
right there. This one? To your left.
Just touch it, Roman.
The 12 ounce. Yep.
Not why you're breathing so heavy. It's weird.
I do like New Belgium.
Is that Voodoo Ranger?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Blaze Lightning IPA though. I haven't tried this one before.
Yeah.
These voodoos will put you on your ass faster than you can say hello.
That's what it's over for.
And that's why you're driving me home tonight.
Yeah, these are good too. But yeah, I was talking about the Chamber of Commerce here in Beeville. We've got a lot of people that have contacted us. All fucking great people, by the way. You know, but we've got a lot of people coming on the show. We just do this with everybody. Like we've met you guys before, but other people we just sort of hang out and talk and have fun and bullshit. But I didn't know if you guys had that sort of thing because Oswego County is fucking huge.
Yeah,
I think as part of being in this community, we want to like reach out and give local businesses extra voice exposure and just be part of it, help out,
Yeah, we've got some connection with Phoenix, the village. Anyway, Jim is the
village administrator.
He's
the
finish his sentence.
I always say he does something.
Sounds like it.
He does something with Phoenix. He's a business owner from Liverpool. He's probably one of the greatest guys I've ever met.
Absolutely. Yep.
He's a sweetheart, and he's really taken charge of the front of the house.
Yeah. But he's super knowledgeable in a bunch of different areas.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, he's like ridiculously knowledgeable on stuff that I don't think he should be knowledgeable on.
Tell him.
He's like,
stop being knowledgeable on that.
I'm pretty
Jim.
sure he told me he lived in a van on the beach in California at one point at 19, and now he's running a bar, a business, and you just you need advice, you go to Jim.
Right.
He's our guy, and he's just the sweetest man.
Because you don't want to talk to Brendan.
Is Jim who we talk
He'd
to?
be like, no, just take a shot of whiskey and shut the fuck up.
No, Brendan's funnier than fuck for sure. It's I had met him years ago when we were building this building out in Phoenix, across from Phoenix Welding, and it was Kevin I met, and then that's when it was probably a year or two before they opened Lock 1. So I was telling Brendan that we were at that bar I was telling you about earlier. They go to it like 7 in the morning, my brother, and Brendan showed up.
Tell about bombers.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
yeah, allegedly. And
The doghouse. He was hanging out in the doghouse.
Brendan showed up and he had like these little things. Like it was St. Patrick's Day, and my brother's there. We'd been drinking early, and it was only like 11 o'clock at this time. And Brendan shows up. He's gonna try this stuff, and my brother tried it, and he just like a blank look. He called his wife. She come get me.
I got the sweats.
It was just done.
Right after he tried it?
Yeah. Oh, he was done.
Because you know he's going to finish the rest of the bottle.
Yeah. It was pretty impressive.
Didn't you make moonshine once?
Allegedly.
We make it every year.
Sometimes someone told me
So we get
at the gathering lounge at my ass hair removal party.
Ass hair removal part?
Yeah, the nair we put on the wall at the gathering lounge.
we get a carboy from someone. I'm not going to name names. Brendan.
Yeah.
And we make apple pie moonshine every year. And I should have brought it. Probably not. Probably should have brought it because usually
I was talking to you probably know because you're this fucking TV freak. You ever watched the Hatfield McCoys?
Oh, yeah.
With
I mean, it was also a real story that freaked out a lot of people, but it's
Yeah,
really
but now they got like a moonshine business.
I did hear about that, yeah.
So I was talking to the owner of one of the Hatfields, the lineage who owns the Hatfield McCoy moonshine in West Virginia. And they were going to be on here, but I never heard back from them. Like we were going back and forth, and then it kind of just fizzled out. Like
that would
We'll
be
try again.
awesome.
Maybe they started fighting again.
Yeah, there's no McCoys. The McCoys don't get back to us.
God damn, boy, I'm too busy fighting.
I was trying to talk to both of them. I don't care. I mean, I don't think they're that way now. I mean, there's still like a little tension, but I know there's made for TV shit going on. But still, they do a good job with this, according to what people review.
Right.
Their moonshine as well. So
We'll reach out again.
yeah.
Maybe they won't be as busy. Maybe like into the spring. Because didn't you say they have like a 4-wheeling business?
Yeah, so we go forward on a lot of me and a bunch of guys, and Roman can go if he ever wants to, but
I don't like sitting bitch with him. Writing bitch.
it's funny you call my face bitch.
I don't know. It sounds like there's a hand job
I don't know.
involved.
I'm gonna take what I can get at this age. But no, they have I think they have like hundreds. Maybe even it might even be thousands of miles of trails in the mountains that they own. And like it all comes out at like someplace in West Virginia. I forget the name. I can't think of the city name or the village or town or whatever. But basically, you go down there, you spend however much time you want, and you can do this 4-wheeling fucking sort of. Have you guys done 4-wheeling? Everything? You ever done something like this? Like up Tucker Hill, they got the fucking snert.
The snort run.
Yeah. But it'd be like that, but there's just no snert. There's no snow. Yeah,
There's ass stuff involved.
right. Yeah,
West Virginia.
there's butt stuff happening. Yeah,
Yeah, the snort run's a huge staple for up there.
it's gone now.
Insane.
It's done.
Yeah, they
Really?
banned it. Yeah.
Because of something passed with they wanted. I don't know if it was a law that actually affected the thing. You had all this insurance, all the expenses went up. And they're like, "Oh fuck it!" I'm like, "You guys just lost all that revenue."
Yeah, but did that just happen this year?
Yeah.
About to say, because I had friends who went to the last one.
Yeah, no, it just happened.
Yeah, but that makes no sense. You're gonna cancel something that's gonna take revenue away from,
Right.
let's say, 4 bars in a 10-mile
but it's got to be fucking 15 bars.
Oh,
yeah.
it's huge up
Yeah,
there now. It was,
And
they're
you're
only open during the snort run.
You're gonna
time.
bring 2,000 people.
20,000.
20,000.
it's so-
Jesus Christ!
Right,
Really? I didn't know it was that big.
insane.
But I mean, I understand, like because
Because
you got to
it's
drive on
not
roads.
safe. It's not safe for the people.
Well, and you got to drive on roads and stuff. And I don't think that was all a problem. I think it was just how much it was going to cost to get the permits to do it. And all these, because these people volunteer for the fucking trails and shit. Like that's all groomed and stuff. So it's pretty tough for them. But maybe they'll realize, like, hey, why the fuck can't we pay for road salt this year? Well,
Yeah.
like,
Well, I mean, like it would be like trying to cancel the Nationals because people do burnouts on 7th North afterwards.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Exactly. Yeah. So I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but
I've lived here since 2007. Every year I wanted to make it to nationals, and there's always something. I'm either out of town, or we have a trip set up, or I'm hoping this year I will make it because my son is in the band, and their band is playing at nationals.
Oh, very
So
cool.
I'm like, fucking
Oh, now you gotta
finally.
make it.
How can
No
you not make it?
excuses.
Yeah.
No excuses now. I get to go to nationals.
Listen, knock on wood, because if anybody's gonna have Murphy's Law, it's gonna be these two.
And if not for anything, just the cars alone, there's some beautiful cars there.
I mean, I'm into cars. My son's into cars. He loves it. So he even
the funny
follows.
thing is,
like,
I'm a mechanic. I fucking hate cars. I fucking hate them.
Yeah, but you're fucking sitting here driving boats vertically.
I hate boats too, but I still
I
drive.
don't drive a boat, right? You captain a boat, you don't drive it.
You can
What's it
drive
called?
I think drive a boat is the correct term.
Is it called driving a boat?
is it
Depends how many
operating?
Depends on how many beers I've had.
Yeah. So you operate a boat. Yeah.
I'm there. I'll just say I'm there.
So next week is the gun show. Well, actually, no, the gun show is like, well, this will air
this
a month from now probably or something. But yeah, the gun show is so.
Well, Frank's a gun guy.
Well, they got nice guns like cars, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roman's a gun guy.
We're into it. Actually, you reached out to them and they were open with us doing like a live show right out of the.
We'll do that in the fall.
Yeah, maybe
That'd be pretty cool.
next gun show.
Yep.
That's on my agenda to do this year is get my permit.
Bang bang.
Oh,
Get it.
it's nice you say that, but watch your phrasing because that's on your agenda this year. It'll probably take longer than that to get it.
It depends on who's in office that month. Yeah.
Don't wait. Apply and then
Yeah, every day it never gets shorter, right?
Well, when they made it a 16-hour class, it's like you got to take time off. It's tough.
No, it's all by design.
Yeah.
Like buying ammo now, you got to do a background check because people are like, I don't want to fucking do that. Well, now you're not buying ammo. How perfect for the liberals to say, don't buy ammo.
You can buy a gun, but you can't buy ammo.
Well, yeah.
So
and
buy
then
a bunch of guns and just throw them at people.
Listen, I blame Chris Rock because he did a sketch about how to stop gun violence, and it was called "Stop Doing Gun Control, Do Ammo Control."
yeah,
He said, "Make ammo cost $1,000 a bullet." There's gonna be a lot less people using those bullets.
God damn it,
fucking
Chris.
dick. Yeah. He's got to be from Jersey.
Fuck you, Frank.
Yeah, it's something else.
Yeah, but like my son's been into cars. I'm glad he is. He even follows like Formula One. He knows the drivers.
Oh, so he's in those kind of cars now.
Yeah. So every year I go to. You familiar with IMSA race at Watkins Glen? They come.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So I've been going there for the last 2 years, so this is going to be third year, and my son's coming with me, so I'm like really excited for him.
Well, you raced 1 year, didn't you?
No, I did the autocross.
That's racing, right?
Yeah, but not IMSA. I wish I did IMSA racing.
doing the rest
What did you drive in the auto?
I'm doing the rest of the show like this.
I had a Mini Cooper.
Mini Cooper. Well, that's not gay.
No, you got
that thing
to
is
back it up to wind it up, and then it goes forward.
No, it's a pull start.
They're fun cars though when they run.
So
they're fun
autocross,
cars.
if you're not familiar, it's a lot of turns, and you're racing against time. It's not like multiple drivers.
Right.
So there's a course set up, and you don't go above second gear. And
Oh man, that thing's screaming.
That's like second. That's like second base.
I almost felt like that's second base.
just got there.
All right, don't tell HR. Yeah, like it was one turn where I thought my one side of my wheels were about to pop up. I was gonna like Mr. Bean that
Really?
fucking thing.
Mr. Bean. Flick your bean? You're going to flick your bean?
But, no, autocross is fun because it's like it's under a minute and it's just adrenaline. Less than
Those balls to the wall. You're going.
Oh man,
that's
yeah,
awesome.
And so that's fun. I'll get back into it, but yeah, he's coming to IMSA racing with me, and he gets to see all these like fancy fucking cars, you know. And we always talk about them. So I bought a BMW, and I researched a specific engine because you know they're known for like oil leaks and shit like that. That's what I was talking to your friend.
Yeah.
Mr. Tuner.
So I've been doing some engine upgrades, and he loves. When I cold started, he's like, "Oh, never gets old." I'm like, "Man, that comes from 12-year-old kids. I love it." But yeah, so it's fun, like racing, you know, responsibly and all that stuff.
Yeah, we've been doing this 2 years, and Roman's had 4 fucking cars. So, yeah.
The next one's got to be coming pretty soon.
Let's just.
I'm holding on to this.
So you maybe didn't see the last couple podcasts, but
He said more cars than I've had orgasms.
or anals.
yeah. Panel, it's panel.
10 times more anals.
But I don't even know what I was fucking listening. Oh, one of his cars, so one of it was a minivan.
Yeah, I had a minivan.
Like, how the fuck
I heard this the other day.
Yeah, how the fuck do you do that? You go from a Mini Cooper that could fit inside your minivan?
Well, it's a funny story. You had the milk issue.
Yeah, I had a milk issue. Well,
Not from
I
his
had-
titty.
Switch over
Not
this
from his titty.
Are we still talking about second base? What are we doing?
Yeah, we're talking about
You gotta
milking.
move over this way, Wig.
I had a 2007 Trailblazer, and I got into it. It was August. I'm like, what the fuck is that smell? There's a sippy cup in the back. Turned over. So I take the sippy cup, throw that away, clean up the carpet, good to go.
It was full of sperm. You coughed. You coughed.
Fuck you, Frank. 2 days later, it's like 98 degrees, and the smell is just approaching. I pulled the driver's seat out, pulled the carpet out, one little spot of milk. It was terrible.
that's what happened with this minivan. The milk went underneath the carpet, like where all the wires come through.
Yeah.
And it was chocolate milk too. I don't know if it's worth.
Why has it got to be chocolate milk?
He likes chocolate milk.
Strawberry.
But what happened in this case
It was
is
quick.
he dropped
That's the story of his life. Sorry.
he dropped the bottle and it rolled underneath the seat, and it exploded because it was sitting in the heat. Yeah.
But what's the thought process like? Whatever.
Sounds about right.
What you got to do?
He's a kid. He didn't probably care or
Fuck you,
knew.
Dad. Get me out of this seat.
Ate my fucking car.
That's probably. He has this habit of fucking putting gums in the fucking door pocket. I'm like, dude,
Oh my god, I
stop.
would kill him.
You
I would
bought a
kill him.
Mini Cooper.
This is good, Dad. Fuck you, man. Your fault, bitch.
So maybe I shouldn't say this on camera, but he learned how to drive in the Mini Cooper.
Why you can't see on the camera? He's fucking drag racing and shit.
Maybe because my kid's underage.
He's drag racing. It's illegal nonetheless.
Yeah, but
I was never drag
he's an
racing.
adult.
What was I?
So if you're an adult and go murder someone, it's okay because you're an adult?
Yeah, you're
Still
responsible.
illegal.
Might not be legal. It's okay
It's questionable.
as long as the person deserved it.
Oh, that's interesting. Switching from that to this, huh?
Yeah, this one's got a lot more to it because the
This
Thin
feels
Man
like
is
spicier, right?
the Thin Man's just straight up raspberry. This one is cherry, blueberry, and raspberry. So you got a lot more going on with the flavor.
That's right.
And this is a little bit more heavier fruited, so it's going to be a little thicker.
yeah.
Is that more alcohol?
With a chunkiness? This is 6.5.
6.5.
And Thin Man is 7.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
less.
So right now, almost 13% of us is alcohol.
How do you like your stuff?
The
You know he's fucking drinking.
the New Belgium's really good. That's awesome. Haverly's a nice light.
Yeah.
It's an all day drinker. This was actually really good. The Ardents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever have the Haverly premium lager?
I have not.
It's like the one in the gold can. That's not. What is that? That's a
It's an IPA.
It's an ale.
yeah.
Ale.
It says
Not an
ale,
IPA.
but then it's an
IPA. Yeah. That's what. So the IPA is. I'm surprised it's light because normally sort of heavy-ish, but
But it's 6.2 and it's still like like an all day drinker.
the premium lager is pretty good. That's probably like a 4.9 or something. But that's like your Miller Lite or Bud Light type of
Yeah, like the lighter beer that you have.
the stuff
on.
you'll fucking crush all day on a hot day without milk underneath your seat.
I mean, speak for yourself. Some of us can crush the 6.5s on a hot day too. Just
Are we
depends.
talking about women or beers?
Well, here's the thing. Are you gonna know
6.5 women?
6.5s to 6.5s to like
If
10s?
she's a
I'll
3.5,
crush her.
I'll crush her.
I'll crush a 4 every day.
I don't care what the. I mean, turn the lights off. It makes it easier.
Cool. Can you guys leave? We'll turn the lights off.
I always keep brown paper bags on the boat. Don't
He
worry
didn't,
about it.
he didn't specify gender.
What? Well, let me ask you this, guys. What's your choice of beer?
I am a sours or ciders person. It's very strange that it's sour and sweet, but those are the two I usually gravitate towards.
Sour and ciders.
Yeah, I can have like a normal lager every now and then. IPAs if it's a certain kind, and then a cream ale depending on the like extra to the cream ale I can do. Like speaking of Jim, what you were talking about earlier, he actually has a collaboration cream ale with the Four Sons Toasted Coconut Whiskey that we make,
Okay.
along with Talking Cursive Brewing down in Syracuse.
Yeah.
It is a toasted coconut cream ale.
Yeah.
That one's
Andy?
really
Yeah,
good.
Andrew really fucking collaborates quite a bit with people.
Yeah.
Talking cursive, yeah.
Andrew recently had some awards from what was it? Beer testing.
Whatever it was
There
before
were a few
Brewfest.
awards.
Before Brewfest, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but yeah, he's a good guy. He's a vet and is women owned, but it's he entertains a lot of different opportunities. He may not be able to take them all, but he does it,
I mean, we try to do the same thing too, especially with more like local style people. Like, there's a good amount of breweries that we've like done barrel exchange for. Like, they take an empty barrel of our bourbon or one of our rye, then they put beer in it and age the beer in it, and then they can put that on the tap and that type of stuff. And it's a local supporting local collaboration.
We were there when somebody came over, picked up a couple of barrels from you guys.
It was Billy, but he's not at that place anymore.
Oh,
that
yeah,
was,
it was Heritage.
Heritage, yeah.
Yeah, he's at Good Nature now.
I did hear he just recently switched.
Yeah. So
Billy's good shit.
Yeah, he's pretty fucking funny.
Yeah,
He's a funny dude.
So it's so like a bourbon barrel aged beer because we have it from Grow. Like we had that one last year from Grow.
Yeah, it's normally a stout or a porter. It's usually a little bit more of a darker beer. And the
So
bourbon-
is it just beer in one of those type of barrels? Did
Yeah,
they just
kinda
fucking
like-
age forever?
Take a used bourbon barrel, put
Yeah.
beer in it.
Because Tim does it also at Buried Acorn. Yeah.
middle
But it's like I think it's aged forever. It's like fucking years, right?
you can age it for however long you want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just depends on what you're looking for at that time period. Just like with whiskey, you can age a whiskey for 30 years if you wanted to, or you can age it for 3 years. You know what I mean?
So
30 years, buddy. I'm in diapers, man. I mean, I'm okay with it, but I'm just telling you.
So
You know what to expect.
if you age beer for that long, does the level of alcohol change?
So it can, yeah. The whiskey that soaks into the barrel can re-infuse into the beer, and plus aging and fermentation, you're going to get some chemical reactions in there as well.
you get loss, you get evaporation, and like this one is this was barreled in 2020,
Yeah, look at that fucking label, by the way. How fucking cool is that?
and we're at 108.
Yeah, it's a 108 proof.
Yeah.
Is this handwritten or
It's
printed
the,
this
the
way?
No,
Angel
those are
share.
hand. So
These
the
are
bottom,
handwritten?
the inscription where it says like the barrel number and all that, that is handwritten.
Okay. Because my friend who owns the distillery, a lot of his earlier bottles were also handwritten.
Yeah, it is a nice, significant touch when people see on the
Yeah.
shelves. You're like, wow, people are actually putting care and time into
Authenticity,
this.
right? Like
Exactly.
it's like it went through people's hands.
And that's their baby. That's
Yeah. That's what they mentioned before.
They build up to doing, because the cost of doing a bourbon or a rye it's super high, and they build up everything just to do that, and I'll put that up against any bourbon on the market. I've had Pappy. It's okay.
Yeah.
This is just as good.
It's not $100 a glass.
Right.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But it's I mean, the thing that I think everybody likes is that it's a family thing. I mean, there's this sort of love and passion involved. It's not a production fucking thing. Just fucking shoot it out, and, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
But probably a lot of people like that. Like I don't know, like Jack Daniels. Like, is it their production and how they make it? Is it like put in a thing, fucking fill it in a bottle, throw it down a line, or is it?
Oh, 100% it is.
Maker's Mark. Maker's Mark
it is definitely.
Maker's Mark's putting that fucking wax on the thing.
I've seen videos of them going down conveyor belts, scooping and going.
Okay,
I've been at the Jack Daniel's distillery. They have rack houses across the property with 1 million gallons of Jack Daniels. In
Yeah.
And
that's
we're doing 50 gallons at a time.
Did you hear a recent story that Canada's pulling all Jack Daniels off the shelves?
Yeah, they hate us.
No. So, but did you hear what happened with that? So this whole fucking trade war thing.
Well, the Jack Daniels said we don't care because it's only 1% of our revenue.
Right, but
most people drink Jack Daniels are in the States.
but they also said you're hurting yourself because now you're not getting the sales.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Canada, pull it off, but you're not getting the fucking sales. Like,
The funny thing is, Canadians love Captain Morgan.
oh yeah.
Love Captain Morgan.
Wonder why.
That's what's going to hurt them.
I'll tell you what the problem is. I mean, if we're going to get this deep into it, because we get deep into shit.
I heard that about you guys.
But it's just the whole thing. Like, everybody says how the Canadians are super nice. Like, oh, they're the nicest people. Like, and I bet you 99% of them are. But we're listening to this fucking Doug Ford guy, right? The premier. He's the fucking premier of Ontario. Like,
Okay.
I'm like, fucker, you're making fun of U.S. You're named after a fucking U.S. company, you fucker. I mean, you know,
Wait,
really,
named after or just happened to have the same name?
yeah. But it's just they want to like the whole Canadian electricity thing, like tariffs. Like, yeah, maybe Trump shouldn't be putting these tariffs on them. I don't really know what his goal is, but we're also getting charged 250% tariff for fucking dairy.
Yeah.
If we send dairy to them, like, so you think that's fucking fair?
Right.
You know, I mean, I don't know. Come to the U.S. Be like not even a 51st state. Be like the Bahamas or something. Yeah, whatever fuck you want to call it. Because here's the issue. If anybody ever attacks Canada, we're protecting them because we don't want them to come here.
Right.
So it's fucking free to you fuckers. You know, but like a lot of the people are. I mean, I'm sure all of them are fine people, but like right now, it's like the whole Trump versus Biden thing, but up there.
Well, we'll see what the new prime minister is going to do. Maybe
He's a dick. He's a fuck. He's named. His name's Carney. He's a fucking carnival guy.
Well, he was also a banker, so I don't know.
Yeah, from like England. He's not even like from this world.
Swiss bank accounts.
England, not this world.
But so I guess there's another election in October. So he's like he's a bandit. He's putting lipstick on a pig right now.
What do you mean? There's not
He's an interim.
No.
He's an interim
He's a
asshole.
temporary?
Fucking
Yeah, because Trudeau got kicked out, right?
Governor Trudeau resigned.
right?
And now this guy
too handsome to be
is
a
the fucking
politician.
lipstick that bridges them until the October election.
So he's just a temporary.
That's
he's a
right.
fill-in.
and
There's
there's
a
like
lipstick on a pig.
yeah, and there's like Pierre Pardemoi or some fucker guy. I mean, I guess he's conservative, so he might be okay. Like I am not. I don't care if you're conservative or Republican or liberal or whatever you want to be.
Be left, be right.
Be a fucking good person.
Yeah.
And like
bottom
beer.
line.
Yeah.
And
I never voted left or right Republican.
I mean, my left or right
Blindly,
is this right now. Left or right.
Blindly voting left, blindly voting right. That's
Yeah.
never been our
just
shit.
do what's best for the country
Right.
and
Yeah.
for the
or whatever your belief is, but
Yeah.
but I'm hoping your belief is on fact and not on feelings. Because that's what happens here. Like people are like, oh, Trump's gonna kill everybody if they don't vote for him. He didn't kill anybody that didn't vote for him. Like someone believes that. Like who believes that shit? If it was true, like, okay, I'm fucking wrong and we gotta
people be dead.
right. But and I get it, but like I just don't understand
I do worry about
people that believe stuff that doesn't make any sense. Like, go ahead and get your child transitioned. Like, you're
He's one of my children.
yes, that's your daughter right there. But like in California, like the law is, or the law was, or still is, your child can choose to transition to another sex without the parents knowing. And if the parents decide to say, no, you can't do that, then they take your child away from you.
That's fucked up.
How the fuck does that work?
I do agree common sense needs to reign supreme, and
Right.
it hasn't for
If you're
quite a while
18,
now.
I don't give a fuck what you want to do. And I don't care if you want to marry a guy or a girl, or if guy, girl. None of that bothers me. It's the
But
stupidity.
how does that happen?
Right.
Who puts it in the law where anybody can say I'm going to transition,
Yeah.
and as my parent, fuck you.
Yeah, like our tampons in the men's room. Like, how does that make fucking sense?
Well, you know what? My ass please every once in a while.
Well, yeah, but you don't need a tampon. You need like a towel.
Only on the boat.
He needs a towel. He needs that rolled towel, like at the pool at the spa.
the entire
yeah,
roll.
yeah. And you just wring it out when you're done.
His ass bleeds only on the boat.
Yeah, but it bleeds, but there's white stuff coming out. It's really fucking weird. And then all of a sudden, every once in a while, there's a gerbil. There's a gerbil that pops out.
Oh, Jerry Pentacoli.
Anthony, this fucking guy, he's scarred. He's like still a baby, and he's like,
Who the hell's Jerry Pentacoli?
wasn't he on Happy Days?
Happy Days?
It's a Philly thing.
Like Pinky Tuscadero?
I know between Jersey and Philly with this guy.
That was Chachi.
Yeah. Joni was hot then. Joni not hot now.
Joni was hot.
Yeah.
Chachi was a fucking fool.
Chachi fucked up.
He did fuck up.
Who's
Then
Chachi? Who's Chachi?
Scott Baio
Who's Scott?
TV
Bale?
show characters.
on Happy Days.
It all started from Happy Days. Yep,
Was he like Fonzie's like nephew or something? Like that?
I think so.
You remember Happy Days with
And there was a spin-off. Joni Loves Chachi.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you were probably like 4. at the
You were
time.
still in Armenia.
Yeah.
Like Henry Winkler. The
Yeah.
Fonz.
Yeah.
Fuck, did you
I listen.
fucking research me?
I listen. No, listen. I don't listen to music during the day. I listen to podcasts.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
It's between you guys and Joe Rogan, and Joe Rogan bores me every once in a while. So I
He's
listen
got
to
good shit. Like, when I tried to listen to Tucker Carlson, like, I mean, all these people have people like, I can't even keep up with the length of their podcasts.
No, I'm going to have an
3 to
archaeologist.
5 hours
Yeah.
of freaking episode.
I'm an archaeologist that from like the 1940s.
Right.
It's boring. I don't want to hear it.
Well, some things, I mean, there's maybe a lot of people that's not boring too, and that's why. Did you? We didn't. That one didn't air yet. So there's this thing called listennotes.com. Listen Notes, one word.
Okay.
And we didn't know about this till we interviewed Coach Bruce. We are in the top 10 podcasts according to this website in the world.
Top 10%, not
This
top
one,
10.
yeah, the top 10%.
Really?
This one, but you know, I'm looking at like Joe Rogan. He's like top 0.01.
Oh, I got
You know, so like you know, but there's 3.5 million, so we're in the top 350,000.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, but as you whittle it down, like if you're in the top fucking 0.1, you're like, well, how do you even like? You're one. What the?
Yeah.
You're fucking one.
Number one.
You know, like, get rid of the percent and just put a 1.
Yeah.
Because everybody knows he's number 1. Mm-hmm. But it's just like because you search other things like, you know, Piers Morgan or Megyn Kelly, because they're sort of, I like these independent people that don't have to satisfy shareholders and shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
I won't listen to him. I
Who?
won't do it. The shareholders. The
the mainstream media, it's all fucking lying. You know, I don't hate the people, but I know you're trying to satisfy, and you're told what to talk about.
but you can't.
That's the
You can't do Fox News. You can't do NMSB anymore.
MSNBC.
Yeah,
You can't do it anymore.
easy for you to say. Easy for you to say.
I'm excited. I
know.
just can't do it. Because who do you believe?
Right.
Yeah.
Is it Fox? Is it this guy? Is
Yeah.
it that guy? You just can't do it
And
anymore.
they're all biased.
Yeah.
And you know they're like you said that you know they're coming off a script because when any of those guys get outside on like a public forum, they say, "Oh yeah, I was told to say this."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Here's $100,000.
Yeah.
Say this.
Or so if you watch the inauguration when Trump he signed all these executive orders, he's having a press conference while he's signing these orders. Like Joe Biden's like, who shit themselves? Like and again,
did.
I don't even care if you're a Democrat. He just wasn't mentally fit to be president. So who was doing it the last 4 years, right? But like he is I mean, I know a lot of people, and I think he does a lot of dumb shit. But he's more transparent than we've had in 4 years.
It's let's do what's right. Let's not bullshit anybody.
Right.
And we've been bullshitted for how many years?
And we're still being bullshitted for sure. Yeah.
Well, the stock market thing.
I don't think he's doing like everything right. I think transparency is important, but like I'm concerned about the national parks. Like they've been protected for so long, but now there's a problem where a lot of
Land's
rangers have been lands being cut. Like
that should not happen.
I see what he's doing. He wants to clean house and start fresh.
Right.
And I don't think he's saying fuck you. We're not going to give you money for the parks and do this. We have to correct it because people are taking advantage of the funds.
Yeah.
I mean, think about all the people that have been arrested just locally in Central New York.
Yeah.
The SPCA. The guy was taking $450,000 a year because nobody was paying attention.
Yeah.
But now people are paying attention.
But Trump, the problem is, I get his idea. And his delivery's off. That's why people hate him.
Oh, he's
because
wrong.
he's just going to tell you, like, I don't like your fucking hair and whatever. But like, he's only got 3.9 years left. I mean,
it's not
everything
enough,
he's trying to do is not going to be fixed.
It's not enough time to fix it. No, and everything in politics takes 8 years.
Yeah, right. Right.
Like if you put a financial thing into effect, you're not going to feel it till the next one. And they're like,
well, we're going to feel these fucking tariffs and shit.
Like Reagan,
eggs, like eggs.
Reaganomics went in, and they all thought fucking Clinton put it into effect. Right. It wasn't Clinton; it was Reaganomics. It takes that long for the effects.
It still didn't work correctly.
Yeah. No, I get it. I mean, it's fine, and we talk about this all the time. Like, I don't understand the people that they will just hear it, and then they don't research it, so then they believe what they just heard.
Yeah.
Nobody's got time to research. That's the thing.
That's why you go to the.
I saw it on Facebook though.
Right.
I saw it on Instagram. But I saw it on Twitter.
But that's why you go to these independent
research.
people that don't have anybody to satisfy.
That's why I like to listen to independent news.
I just said that, Roman.
Would you stop fingering me?
You say that now, but
They're too thick.
Try two fingers.
you're welcome. And I still don't touch the edges.
Yeah, what are people going to think that this podcast is about?
And nobody listens to us.
Yeah, that's why we're top 10%.
Yeah, well, I didn't read the fine print. Top 10% of podcasts people don't listen to.
Oh, in reverse. That's in reverse. All right, we're back. We had the piss break, we had the beer refueled, and we're good to go.
What were we talking about before this? I bet you nobody knows. Nobody fucking remembers.
We were talking politics. I think.
Yeah.
I thought we got off that like I did on Roman.
Just like it got off your wife.
Your wife, by the way, she has got to like just smoke a ton of weed or take a ton of sedatives because how the fuck does she deal with you, man?
Well, that's a story for another time.
That's the dragon juice story.
They go on the boat ride.
Oh, bring the dragon juice.
I'll bring the dragon juice.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you.
You know
I'll
what?
tell you everything you need.
Why don't we bring the dragon juice and bring your wife, and then we'll get the real story
She'll be naked on the table.
from the dragon juice.
Well,
Oh yeah,
Extra dragon juice.
times two.
no, I think we did got into a little politics, but we never talked about your like DJing and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it really just came of Jim Lynch. He said we need to do something for Wednesday nights. It was a dead night, and I said, well, let's do rock and roll bingo. And then he's like, that's a great idea. Little do we know that somebody else had a rock and roll bingo.
Or did they change the can on that too?
Hey, we need another beer for this story.
Yeah.
And I said, listen, I'll do it, but we can't call it rock and roll bingo. First week, our PR girl goes, hey, come to Lock One for rock and roll bingo. I go, no, don't do that. Don't do that. I was going to call it like Name That Tune, coming up with different names. And the guy that his DBA is
Rock and
roll bingo. Cease and desist. Don't do that. Can't do that. I'm like, I never.
After one fucking mention?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Like 4 days.
He's
4
also
days.
a local guy. That's
Oh,
yeah.
well, I was going to say, that guy's a fucking hawk, man.
And it was.
You know how many brews and banters there are?
And it was. Oh, there's a lot. I've seen them.
Yeah, but we own it. We're LLC. We got a company, so it's ours. We don't send any decent
Cease and desist.
Cease and
What the
desist.
fuck?
We don't send any C-sections.
And that's what sours
Go
through
ahead.
your tongue.
I've had two.
Go ahead, Mike.
And So we pulled back, started off, and we're just trying to do something to bring people in on Wednesday nights. We're closed on Mondays and Tuesdays, so we want to build a business on Wednesday nights. Tried Monday nights, really.
We tried to do a couple different things. We did have a bartender, Emma. She did her mixed up Monday style, which was a different theme every Monday. Yeah. That got a good amount of traction for like very niche people. We had some great nights, some okay nights, and all that stuff, but at the end of it, we were just like, you know what? Maybe we can try a different direction, especially with football season coming around. Right. Tried the whole football thing. Didn't really work
for
out.
Monday Night Football?
Yeah. Didn't really work out.
It's a small market. Phoenix is a small market. Right. It's
Plus, tough. Nobody really is going out on a Monday. And if you are, you're like Joe Blow going to your normal sports.
Well, if the NFL Thursdays also. If the NFL could start the game on like at 5 o'clock, that'd be great.
Yeah, why does the game have to be at 8 at night?
Why can't they have Super Bowl Saturday? I don't fucking understand that at all.
100%.
I don't understand that.
100%.
You could party the whole fucking day.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then
you might miss the Super Bowl itself, but you'll have a good time.
But then there'll be you and your wife on Sunday, like when you guys get all hammered, you just fucking mush.
It's anal time.
I don't know what time it is.
If you can sneak that in.
Yeah, literally.
She won't know.
No. Hot dog down the hallway.
100%.
No, not 100%. I don't know your wife.
How do you know me?
No, it's like fucking operation. You won't touch the sides and get zapped. Remember the game? I don't even know your wife. I can't talk about that. I'm talking about your ass. How about that?
That's what I thought you were talking about.
Yeah, I'm talking about it. Like this. Like it fits right in.
No.
Mike actually made you feel uncomfortable.
You didn't make me feel uncomfortable.
That's my goal in life, is to make people feel uncomfortable, especially young men.
Good job, Mike.
I'm older than you, bitch.
You got to tune them in. So go ahead, Anthony.
Yeah, but Monday Night Football, like we did have some good nights where people were coming through, like trying new things. It worked a little bit, but not where we really wanted it to. Yeah. So we're just like, especially with football being over now, like, you know what, Wednesday to Sunday is kind of our gig. But the silver lining of us doing the Monday Night Football was when we basically developed all of our chicken wings.
The chicken wings.
Which are still an experimental thing we're working on right now. But
is this Frank?
It's Frank. And it's a bunch,
and his guys,
Yeah. And it's just been very, very popular when we do have the chicken wings out. The Wing Festival was just this past weekend. We're waiting to hear back results on that.
Yeah, so we talked about this.
They didn't hear about it.
I don't know about this.
So yeah, it's
well, there's one coming up in May.
So that is like the Syracuse one. That's like like the big guys. This was the Back the Birds one, so it's for Phoenix High School. I see.
Boosters. Okay, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, so we
can. Now you guys can hone your craft.
Right.
Hone your craft.
Wasn't Phoenix like?
Wait, say that again.
Hone your craft.
I just got hard.
Why
this is so weird? Yeah, but he's across from you, so I'm talking. He's getting a boner at you. It's fucking weird.
No.
Well, my wife doesn't take anal anymore, so I'm like, I need you to tell me.
And then he throws in any more in there, which would imply that it happened before. Like, what the fuck is happening here?
That's all you, Frank.
Yeah.
I can picture the next boat ride.
Hey, you guys want to go on a boat ride?
It's going to be more
what's your wife's name?
Jen.
Okay, call me Jen. Cool.
Hey, Jen.
No, I wasn't serious, you fuck.
Oh, but I am.
Oh, my God. Is that sweat or tears, Anthony?
It's a little bit of both at this point.
That's how I roll.
So football's over, right? But there's the XFL, right?
Who's watching that?
Well, I think people should, right?
Hold on. What's XFL?
It's just it's another football league, but it was something a while ago when Vince McMahon
initially started,
and it lasted like a fucking season. It's just different rules and shit, so it went away. But then like The Rock and his ex-wife, who is his business partner in this thing, started it again, and it started during COVID.
Yep.
And after COVID,
nothing to do.
Yeah. And it was okay, but then they couldn't do it anymore. Like, I don't know if it was.
I don't know for sure, but I think it was like the TV ratings were just plummeting because if you really watched it, it wasn't as good for people looking for the NFL. Right. And then they had the USFL, which was not connected to The Rock at all, but it was like a separate thing. And then they ended up
merged. Yeah.
So now it's the UFFL or something like that.
So is XFL like different rules or same rules?
Slightly different rules, definitely different regulations. They're trying just different things.
Well,
What's the violence level?
They try to capitalize on what people don't like about the NFL. So like a quicker play clock, a shorter field, like the
more
things
points being scored on weird plays.
The thing's not as wide. The field's not as
It was
wide.
murder on the field.
And it's a lot like
points, it was-
you can have NFL players in there, and then like you'll see like retired coaches like Buddy Eagles guy, Buddy Ryan. Buddy Ryan could be like a coach, like people you don't hear of that retired like 20 years ago.
I thought Buddy Ryan was a quarterback in the XFL.
I mean, depending on listen, they did not have that much talent.
He's like
there,
90.
So.
I know.
Yeah.
But that was actually the cool thing too, is you did see some guys going from like the XFL, USFL, blah blah blah, getting brought in on like practice squads and on actual rosters in the NFL. After like they had a kicker kick a 70-yard field goal in the UFL. Like, we need that over here.
Yep.
And there was like, I think his name was PJ Walker. He was a quarterback in the UFL. He got brought over to the Carolina Panthers before they drafted Bryce Young.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so it's like a little feeder thing. But when it was Vince McMahon, it was that one guy. His name was He Hate
Pure
Me.
violence.
It was He Hate Me. Like you could put any name you want on the back of your jersey. So like, instead of like mine or your name,
My cock.
his name was He Hate Me.
So,
Which was a lineman for the Texans, right? Or the Oilers? Mike Mycock?
I don't.
Yeah.
The Oilers is before my time.
Well, Tennessee Titans then.
when I start seeing things like
I thought it was Mike Mycock. Yeah.
when I start seeing things on
before your
ESPN
time.
like
Yeah.
slap boxing or
Oh my God, the slap boxing.
or the fake
Power slap. Yeah.
or the fake horses when they like ride these.
It's so weird.
It's so fucking
That's a
stupid.
Dana White thing.
Power slap is a Dana White thing.
That's a
That one is
hobby horse.
The
shit,
hobby
that's
horse is so
weird.
fucking weird. I think what we need to do from now on, if they're running out of ideas, let's start combining sports into like
Slap your horse?
like
Ride a cowboy.
no for football. Let's do football combined with like rugby and UFC.
I want topless equestrian. Equestrian horses, you fuckers.
I'm with you, Frank.
You guys are like, there's a pause, like, it's horses.
My head automatically was like,
So that's actually one thing that we can thank Vince Vaughn and Ben Stiller for. Dodgeball, the movie. They made ESPN the Ocho an actual thing, which it's the dumbest, stupidest sports
The
you can think
Ocho.
of.
Wait, dodgeball isn't that on ESPN?
So when they're doing their ESPN the Ocho specials, it'll be like dodgeball, jugglers versus dodgeballers, hobby horse racing, slip slide climbing. Like, dumbest thing.
Well,
you can think of.
ESPN's failing pretty fast, so they got to,
YouTube
figure some shit out. Yeah.
Killing them.
Yeah.
Mike, put the mic in front of you.
YouTube's killing them.
Yeah. It's, but yeah, like getting there good and deep, boy, when he's holding that little fucking.
We interviewed actually a guy named Peter Fox. He was the ESPN original producer
Founding executive producer of ESPN.
when
God
ESPN.
damn.
He was on here like episode 94 or something like that.
Yeah,
Local guy?
No, he's in North Carolina.
No shit.
yeah. It was pretty cool. He wrote the book, and I think didn't he say Hollywood bought the rights?
Yeah, they bought the rights to his book, and
Yeah, so-
I mean, everything's now a sports entertainment broadcast, not just sports broadcast.
Even he said that they are the cause of ruining like the sports and gambling problem, right? Is that what he said? I'm not quoting exactly. He said something about it's our fault that people are.
Being able to bet on everything.
they made it easier. It's
Well, yeah, because you see all the highlights, you get more games other than just basic cable.
Right.
It's understandable to an extent.
His story
but-
was interesting because it's they didn't have anything and they just started their show, like people weren't getting paid, and they're getting Schlitz, and he's talking about Schlitz sponsors them, and or Budweiser is sponsoring them.
Budweiser was funny.
And then the first game they show is like a softball world championship, and the guy's got Schlitz written across his jersey, like
And they're all nervous, and the Budweiser guys are like, "We get it.
it's live TV, but it's just interesting to hear the stories on how it started because it was fucking huge, but it's not now. ESPN, and it's Disney owned, so
I mean, Disney basically owns everything now.
Disney owned, but what did he say about Hollywood owning the rights to that storyline?
Disney, Hollywood bought the rights to his book and his story.
Okay.
not connected to.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't know how the legalities work. If you're going to mention ESPN now, Disney's going to fucking sue you. I don't fucking know.
You just got to pay them a gratuity.
Yeah, you just got to have a,
It's all about.
Yep.
Yeah, it's exactly like Scott said at Trip.
Excuse me.
Like,
Those come out sometimes, and I can't control them.
I think bring it up one more time. We'll vote on it.
I
you can
can't.
make balloon animals with the condoms that come out.
I'll make a giraffe.
It's like,
Hey, you're trashing my wife for taking anal, and he's blowing balloon out.
I didn't trash her. I mean, I didn't talk about your wife. It's you. Don't put me in here. The fuck? Can we just go? Can we do this ourselves?
People who can hold their alcohol.
Yeah, right. I don't know what's going on here.
I don't know, man. You're
wearing
red.
a penis shirt. Look at that fucking pee.
He's pale. You're red. I can't tell.
I wore this on purpose.
What does it mean?
Philadelphia. Phillies. You were talking shit about Jersey the past 2
You can't just start with
Philadelphia's
a P.
not in Jersey. It's in Pennsylvania.
That's the same thing. Kind of the same thing.
You can't just start with a P in color.
You guys should talk the Giants for being in Jersey, and you're talking about this as an Eagles
Yeah, the
fan.
small
Don't even bring the Giants in the fucking.
He's got P on there, and the small print says Ennis.
Tennis.
right there.
So I was watching when we went to St. Louis. I saw before you came in, there was all these outbursts and people would get ejected, and it was like 75% the Phillies arguing with the umps.
100%.
Arguing with the umps, yeah.
The
Bryce
vet
Harper's
was
like 50%.
That was the only
I will say
stadium.
I love Bryce Harper. He came through Syracuse, played
Yeah.
for the Syracuse Chiefs back in the day.
Yeah.
Got to see him while he was here.
Yeah, he's pretty intense, but he's on the downturn now. I mean, same Mike Trout, like all these guys, like, you're older. I mean, I get it,
Yeah, Mike Trout, he's 25. He's
No, Mike Trout is like 32 or something, isn't he?
Plus, he's got so many injuries.
Yeah,
he's had
right.
so many
Yeah,
injuries.
he plays a position you get injured in.
And he plays for the Angels.
Right.
Like, unless you got actual Angels in the outfield, you ain't doing
No,
much for
right.
the
But you got Angels money, that fucking solves a lot of fucking soreness. Like,
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. You want to talk about like cartoons and shit?
You guys went sideways.
I don't know, like fucking like Cabbage Patch Kids or something. What's going on? What are you guys interested in?
Well, I was actually gonna ask if you guys want to start doing plugs and stuff like that, or you want to keep going.
So he's talking about plugging your business. Like,
Yeah, don't plug his butthole. It's already plugged.
it's not plugged. It's clear.
He's getting red.
I get red anytime. Like,
Yeah.
anytime I'm laughing, I'm immediately starting to sweat.
Are you uncomfortable?
No, it just happens.
Yeah, Frank tends to have that effect on people.
I'm not sorry.
Frank's gay.
I'm not gay. My boyfriend is.
In a happy way. In a happy way.
So happy.
But I mean, like, yeah, you probably want to hit rock.
So Wednesday nights we do Rock the Lock Music Bingo. Thursday nights we have
Classy Cat trivia. Entertainment.
smartphone trivia.
Is that you?
No, that's another guy. That's Jonathan Padawana from Classic Cat Entertainment.
What's a smartphone trivia?
So it's trivia, but it's you play on your smartphone. You play on any
Oh, it's
iPad.
like an app
An
you
app, and there's
connect.
speed bonuses, speed challenges.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to
Very,
say
very
it's probably
popular.
one of the funnest.
Is one of the funnest non-rock the lock trivias.
Well, aside from my Rock the Lock Music Bingo, it's hilarious. It's fun. It's tough. It is.
Oh yeah.
Bring your knowledge. It is.
Yeah.
Oh, you answer on your fucking phone. You got to bring your knowledge.
Oh,
So it'll be, you got to like hit the letter that the answer starts with.
you got to be the
That was-
fastest. You got to be
okay.
the smartest. It's,
Oh, okay.
and
Which
it's
is
not.
why he knows I know everything random, is because I'm good at it.
Yeah. I see.
Yeah, everyone thinks they're smart, and then like Anthony leaves, and he's like, "Well, we're last place."
He's like pop culture.
You know why you're in last place? Because Anthony's not here.
Right.
Well, get stupid. His trivia is not easy, but it's the funnest because there's so many rules and so many like
It's fast
caveats.
paced. It's not fill out a piece of paper, hand it in like you're in preschool.
It's
like,
hit the phone, but you have to know a lot of shit, and you got to be fast, and it's
That's on Wednesdays?
Thursdays.
Thursdays. Okay.
I'm Wednesday nights. He's Thursday nights.
Okay.
and I believe this Saturday we're doing our St. Patty's Day party, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
Saturday the 15th, March 15th.
Yeah, so we'll miss that because this will come out after that. But you got anything coming up in like April?
Off the top of my head, I can't think of something. Something's
We
coming
should
up.
have brought Jen in with us.
I know she's got. The
Well, you're open, so people know that you're open for business. So.
Who's Shannon?
No, he said Jen. It's his
Jen.
wife.
Oh, Jen.
Yeah, she does all
Don't get him in
the.
trouble with that. Jeez.
Shannon's the one who likes anal.
Oh, wait, what is that? Oh, who's Shannon? Don't worry about it, Shannon. Don't worry about that.
That's your caller ID. Who's Shannon?
Who's Shannon?
No, that's her name.
Just said, who's Shannon?
That's her name. Who's Shannon?
She does all,
Who's Shannon?
So Jen schedules all the music, all the entertainment. She does all that stuff. So I don't pay
I have to
attention.
say, are the meatballs still in?
Oh, yes, they are.
Yeah.
Those
Baseball
are
meatballs.
fucking killer.
Yeah.
Baseball, softball, they're huge.
When Frank said he had those balls in his mouth, I was like, I gotta try it.
There's no fucking way those balls fit in his mouth.
No, you'd
be surprised.
Watch this.
His wife is a witness. Stop it.
I told our friend, I go, you got to cut the size of the meatballs down just a little.
No, but they're just so like they melt in your mouth.
It's a meal. Yeah.
The blend of meat
sauce,
is
the
phenomenal.
sauce blend is awesome too.
Yeah, it was delicious. Frank told me about it.
No, they got great food, and you guys have these like Valentine's dinners. You buy tickets and whatever these kind of events are. Sometime throughout the year. It's not all the time.
Yeah, it's not all the time. We were doing it once per month, but we just kind of decided to make it more of like a specialty thing.
You got to follow us on Facebook and Instagram to follow the different events we have. It's touch and go. It's not every week, every month.
Yeah, you've had Father's Day and maybe Mother's Day or something. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. But
and I mean, if you guys haven't come out on Fridays, the Friday burgers are insane. People eat. We run out all the time.
Are they like smash burgers or?
Yeah, they're smash burger style, made from a local.
No, they're not smash burger. It's a brisket.
yes, it's a mix.
It's a brisket, short rib, sirloin mix, and they're fat as fuck.
Brisket sirloin mix.
Yes, it's you can overcook it and it's still juicy.
Yeah, they were inspired by the smash burgers, but they're just still gigantic.
Yep.
I can't wait.
No, you guys have excellent food for sure. All the whiskey's great, and then the beer selection from other people that are obviously making it.
Yeah.
But you guys switch it around. You can get like there's
We
probably
keep everything farm to table, New York State. That's kind of our goal. We can do other things. We can keep it. We can serve Miller Lite if we want to, but we don't want to.
Well, you probably got 30 beers on tap.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always the solid 8 to 9, and then the stuff rotating through, and the cans we got another 10 to 12.
And you guys cider, not just beer.
Yep, ciders, sours, porters.
We typically
IPAs.
keep one cider on tap.
Yeah.
2 or 3 IPAs, a stout, a porter, a sour.
Yep.
We have all that stuff on tap.
So there's a variety, and as far as the ambiance goes, we talked about it, it's a
Modern rustic.
it's modern rustic, but the demographic is not kid friendly.
Well, I mean, we are family friendly.
We are family friendly.
Yeah,
but I'm saying as far as the drinking piece goes, you're not getting a lot of
Yeah, you're not
21-year-olds.
shotgunning.
we don't
beers
have a
in the
kids
parking
menu.
lot.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit of an older crowd for the most part.
More laid
or
back,
responsible.
more
responsible. Yeah.
enjoying your night out.
Yep. Yeah.
Remembering your night out.
We're not an Armory Square crowd.
Yeah. Right. You're not a right. Exactly.
Yeah.
And you guys have bands?
Yeah, we do have music coming up soon. Again, check our Facebook and our social media for posts about that. We do try to keep, again, local talent coming through every now and then. I believe Jess Novak's coming through pretty soon.
Yeah.
So that'll be a fun one for sure.
Yep.
You guys use the outside space as well? I saw there's a fire pit out there.
So it just really depends on weather. Shocker, New York weather dictates everything.
Right.
But we do have picnic tables outside. We have had music perform out there every now and then, but majority of the music is played through inside. We're working on trying to kind of expand out, make music a little bit more like viable outside. Just a work in progress.
If people have pets, can they come out to the outside space?
Pet
yes,
friendly.
indeed. Yep.
Oh, that's
Not inside though, right?
Oh yeah.
inside
As long as the pets are very well behaved and it's not overly fun.
So that's a huge selling point for us. But like everybody, normally people don't allow that inside.
We
Yeah, like if your dogs aren't
Historically,
gonna,
we allowed pets.
That's great.
I just
That's
mean like, as
phenomenal.
long as they're not going to get
Yep,
antsy
absolutely.
with other dogs
Yep.
and they're not going to poop on the floor.
Yep.
Save that for the drunks.
I can't guarantee Mike won't.
Let's say the dog can't poop on the floor.
I poop on the floor every night.
yeah, but you have a corner designated to you.
I do have a course.
So just to wrap things up, what's the location? The physical location where you guys-
17 Culvert Street, right in Phoenix, New York.
Yep. Okay. And then for you, anything else other than Wednesdays?
Wednesday nights, that's it. I'm there every Wednesday night.
Anywhere else you were at or
Not yet.
yeah? But you're working on it.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
7 to 9 on Wednesday nights, and it's actually a really fun time.
And we can vouch that we have this video that we'll share with you guys, but we can say that we were there. You did you lit the barn fire.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a fun time.
You guys still do that?
Yeah, we just save it for special occasions.
It's
Obviously,
not going to be an every night thing.
Yeah.
But we-
Oh,
it's a
I
special
feel
occasion
special.
thing.
Yeah,
They did it on the time we were there.
it was just for Frank and Roman.
Aw.
but it's So you guys do a lot of good things. It's good clientele. It's good good help, good service, and
Good
good
food,
time.
good drinks, great entertainment. You can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, much appreciated, guys.
All right, we
Thank
appreciate
you,
it.
guys.
Thank you.
Always welcome, guys.
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
you.
Thanks for having us, guys.
Pussy handshake.
Cheers. Anytime. All right. And follow us on social media. And I think our next giveaway is going to be, what, 5,000 followers?
Yeah, maybe we'll do 5,000 or so. I
right.
mean,
Can we give our
you can give whatever you want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lock One Distilling Company on Facebook, Instagram, and also we are lock1distilling.com or l1dc.com. We also, like I said, do offer online sales for our bottles as long as you're in the state of New York or at any military base.
And you're on Instagram, all these things also, all these other.
Yep.
Did you mention that?
yes.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
All set, Mike?
I'm good.
All right, guys. Well, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.